love the slow jazz. Welcome to the last call for episode 40, everyone. Episode 40.
40.
Jesus Christ. Thank you, troublemakers, for being here with us.
Oh my God, hold on. I want to meet this guy.
How many puns?
Okay, I want to start off with the fire moment of Hartley coming the entire intro
Oh, God.
Yeah.
of the
What a
last
great
episode.
We
Yeah,
wrote
in
that
case
into
you
the
missed
script.
it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
In case you missed it, we're gonna rehash it right now because we should.
Peak improv.
If
Thank
you
you.
write in with how many times Hartley came this episode,
Thank
I'll
you.
send you a sticker.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
And that's it.
it.
Well, thank you so much for listening to the last
call.
call episode 40. Everyone joined by once again by Chris, McCartney, and Maggie.
Oh wow,
Session.
what an episode. God, that was so scary.
It was good.
It was scary. I didn't like. That was the first time where I was like petrified, and I
Thank
didn't know
God
like.
Grog is a social hustler.
Which is so funny because this is one of the first combat
Right?
encounters where like no one took damage. There was
That's
not
true.
It was great.
Yeah, it was more just a stakes encounter.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Like, were you expecting us to be caught?
I had plans for
You had plans for both, eh?
Yeah, both results. I mean, as with a lot of stuff, like in order for you to get out would have been an uphill climb, but you guys crushed it. You guys did really good.
Yeah, the that spell really helped out at the end there. But I love Maggie. I really wish the first owl thing worked for you because it would have been
spook 'em?
so good.
I was ready to like.
No, just you even like grabbing Dax and getting out of there.
I mean, eventually it did work.
Yeah, it
I
worked.
was considering turning your dad into a turtle.
Yeah.
I was ready to take a bunch of cat, see what that did.
Spellcasting is hard. There's too many options.
There's too many options.
I was doing what is the beautiful mind thing in my head where I was like I was looking at every spell and just like going down the rabbit hole of like all possibilities for
If
this
I do
one
this,
thing.
then this.
If I
If I
charm
do
him,
that.
then this, and then if I do this is if I do calm person, then this is this.
Yeah.
If a dimension door, yeah. Like
Well, you had the hero moment of the episode,
Oh,
which was
God.
the calm person spell
Calm
came
person.
super in clutch, was super
brother's
in
dad.
like in line with the character.
It
that
worked
you
out.
built.
You casted it at the perfect time
Yeah. I
where
think
like
so,
you
yeah.
got
Everyone.
everyone. You got Ulgon,
The
you got
20.
Nerl, you got all the guards.
God, if I don't know if Ulgon did a bad roll. Sorry, if Ulgon did a good roll and wasn't like
Whole session would have been different.
I don't know what I would have done next.
Whole session would have been completely different.
Would have been terrifying.
I did nothing the whole session.
I would've
I
had
just stood in front of him
maybe
and said,
Fight him
"Hey."
as an owl. Who knows?
Yeah, like we probably would have had to just like go into combat.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Trying to lock him in the room.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That was wild. And it's so funny because like right before the episode started, we leveled up and I forgot that we leveled up. Last time we played was like a month ago. And I got a new spell and I was able to like stock. I was choosing between that or Raise Dead because I was like, okay, if Maggie's blown up into pieces,
Yeah.
then maybe I could just put all of her body parts together and just
And raise
raise
her
dead.
from
But
the
then
dead.
I read that it was not for like you can't re-raise undead essentially,
Yeah.
which
Keep
Maggie
reusing
is
those
It would
now.
have to be a
Corpses.
dead body.
Yeah, it would have
well,
to
actually,
be.
luckily too, at the start of the fight, because it also could have turned out very differently. You didn't go down at all,
Yeah.
thanks to your undead fortitude
Yeah.
being undead.
So
Yeah.
crazy that that's
Undead
now in
fortitude
your fucking.
and magic advantage. Bless it. Because
Unreal. Pretty
yeah,
good.
Dax got fucked.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And yeah, no, with just a bomb period.
Is polymorph a new spell for you?
Yes.
It
that
is.
was my
We
it was
all
awesome.
used a new spell.
We sure did.
I did
Yeah.
the Peric.
I did the
which,
calm.
Oh yeah, the Peric Guardians.
the
that showed
Peric
up.
Guardians.
I love how like Ulgon was like, oh hey Peric.
yeah.
It's crazy seeing you here. This is weird.
Yeah.
Can you move?
we really overstimulate. How long is a turn?
6 seconds.
Seconds.
In 6 seconds.
How many things can you throw in front of their eyes?
In 6 seconds, you ran up to my dad and said something to him. Then ghosts appeared. Then a massive owl flew towards him and flew away. And then his son ran up and was like, Dad.
What did I get for winning?
I truly
So
just
funny.
pictured like going through a window, like, you know, in Scott Pilgrim?
Yes.
And he's like,
Yeah.
he just left. And it's just crushed through a window. But like,
Yeah.
that's just how I pictured you being like, No, Dad, it's cool. Don't worry about it. He's not here.
It's not here.
It's good. It can't have been the owl. I know it was scary, but
It's extra funny that he says that having seen a satyr. No, having seen a satyr, and then this owl comes out. He goes, "No, I can't have been the owl. It had to have been the satyr."
No, a giant owl.
It couldn't even have been the satyr because that's Maggie technically. So
right,
that
it's the same thing.
Yeah, it would be the same
couldn't have
thing.
been the owl.
So funny. What a funny spell.
Yeah.
Great job playing that, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, of course.
It was so fun. Thank you.
It was great role playing, great spellcasting.
And
But
the
again,
only people who passed the saving throw were the people who take the orders from the guy.
Yeah, like half of them.
Half of them are going like, it's definitely the owl, but like, I'm not going to disobey.
I'm not going to say no to my boss.
Captain. Yeah.
That was really sick.
very funny. But again, temporary though. Because like we did look it up.
Yeah.
Where when
so
the spell ends, the creature becomes hostile again.
So it's like, what's gonna like? I think I'm in the
hostile towards you.
I'm in the bad book.
But will he just feel it like, ooh, my son's always a shithead and always fucking with my plans?
Well, I don't know. I think the last thing would be, I don't know if probably Nora would remember that I took a swing on him.
Nora would actively know that you charmed him.
I charmed him, and that I took a swing on him before charming him when he restrained me.
Is that stuff that you would do with Gnarl as a kid?
Maybe.
And Ulgon knows that I took a swing at him.
Yes.
So we've kind of burnt those bridges.
I
a little
really,
bit.
and it's purely selfish. I want to do the second challenge.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and maybe this is mitigating a little bit because I've been thinking about it the whole episode. I'm going fucking straight in. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I'm here for the second challenge. They're gonna be like, hey, didn't you like cause all the commotion?
Did you try and punch our leader?
And I'll be like, listen, Cord doesn't pick sides. Why are you picking sides?
I was gonna say, I feel
like
Clue just comes up and like, oh, you don't want to do this competition? Seems like Seems like I own the church now.
Yeah, seems like you're acting very anti-Cord.
Yeah,
you know, like That's the thing. Cord's not about fucking all orcs, so this and that.
And you technically did sign up.
I have a shot, and I earn my advantage.
Because Cord doesn't discriminate, right?
Yeah, I really want to play that card. Honestly, less for the challenge and more to see what they say. Just me like it's so Clue. It's so just brazen, just walking in. Hey, I'm here. Where's my what advantage did I get? It's like, you tried to punch me and you like
promised a competition.
I'm here for the competition.
This is future speak, but I could be invisible and then cast Dimension Door if shit gets dicey.
Ooh. Oh, you took greater invisibility.
Yeah. I can be invisible next to you, and then if shit goes down and they don't let you go, we'll just teleport 500 feet away.
You love to see it.
Love to see it.
You truly love to see it.
see it.
I am very excited now that 1, we're level 9, but 2, we are healthy enough to appreciate it, because we leveled up in between sessions, and I had like 30 HP and 1 spell slot left, and then like my max HP went up. I got like a few extra hit points, and I got the spell. I got like 3rd level spells.
Yeah.
But it's nice to now, after a long rest, you know, I'm at 85 HP.
Nice.
I got all my spell slots back. I'm feeling extra good.
Minx is dead and being controlled by a guy in
Crow Mask.
Yeah. That's crazy. So you're like his little puppet. A woman.
Yeah, it was a woman. She's a queen.
Queen.
Yeah.
So you're like
the beekeeper.
Her puppet there?
I just keep getting tossed between women wanting
to
own me.
Now, question.
Oh, boo-hoo me.
Can we talk about next steps? Because I'm, as a Hartley and as Clue,
I don't think we should talk
slightly
about that
confused.
Yeah, what do you mean confused?
You want to? So okay. Just outstanding things. I'm not talking about necessarily like planning any next session. We've got this thing from Madame Pouch, right?
A shipment coming in a week.
From Madame Pouch from the desert. Shipment is different.
Yeah. Well,
shipment is from desert.
The shipment, it's coming from that direction, but there's a shipment coming. We're assuming it's the same.
Okay,
but there's something coming into the city.
Yeah, sure. I'll say it. Yeah.
Hey, he gave us something away. Okay, shipment.
The excavation that took place in the desert yielded this package arriving in the city.
Shipment from desert in a week.
1 and 1 together, and Chris was like, "Here's the answer," and I loved it. Thank you so much.
Yep.
It smelt right, you know.
It did.
Yeah.
Shipment from desert. We've got
you guys are a lot more insightful than your characters. So.
Yes. Yeah.
We've got the Clash of Chord Challenge 2 is happening tomorrow.
I want you to own this church so much.
I'm
'cause I
going to
feel
own the
you
church.
could.
I am going to own this church.
I don't know if I said tomorrow.
And I'm going to
Yeah, you didn't
commodify
say
it.
when.
No,
You
it's just
didn't say when.
It's been postponed.
Oh,
Postponed.
okay.
There's an investigation going on.
Yeah. And it's
Right.
not the owl.
It's definitely not the owl.
But it could be.
that might be the episode aim. It's not the
Feathers
owl.
everywhere.
Not the owl. I
good
love
name.
that.
Episode 40.
Or just who?
Oh,
Who? It's
that's
not
really
the
funny.
owl.
So we've got those two things.
I can't believe we got out of there. That
I
was
know.
crazy.
We've got the beekeeper who is just kind of saying like, haha, Medora, I
okay.
got you. I'm always 3
You
steps
want to do
ahead.
tinfoil hat?
Yeah.
I think the beekeeper is the one in charge of everything.
Okay,
like including.
I think he's our new big bad.
wait. Okay, so
No,
Ferritin.
Yes.
Ferritin here. Ferritin, like, as a line in the sand, a 50-50 zone. Like, where is beekeeper in
above, below?
above?
I think below.
I think beekeeper is under Ferritin.
Or do you think that they're enemies?
No,
I
I
don't
think
think
under
so.
Ferritin.
I think right under Ferritin.
Ferritin released the thing that blew up the mountain, which is controlled by the beekeeper.
I don't know. Beekeeper gave me like the vibe of like, because he was watching. He just wanted eyes to watch. Just wanted eyes to watch. Sorry, I'm just picturing a crow's mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my father is under her control as well.
Interesting.
think so.
No, because your dad loves Ferritin.
My dad. It's let's not get
Doesn't
into it.
he?
I think Ferritin is one of those characters that is like power hungry, got a little in over his head when it comes to like when it comes to like becoming like incredibly powerful and got corrupted by it. He somehow found a way to a relic. We don't know that, and he became the big bad. I do think the beekeeper is under him.
He's like she's the planner, the Varys.
Yeah.
They're the person that's like,
Maybe, or
I don't
maybe
know.
not.
She imitated my father as one of the voices.
and
True.
And Madame Pouch.
Madame Pouch.
Which also, speaking of Madame Pouch, she's also involved in this somehow too.
That sounds.
Of course she is. She
that
just got
sounds-
everybody on
That
payroll.
sounds like
That pretty kitty.
big puppet master shit. There's a lot that it seems like we don't know about the inner workings of the mine, how
Yeah.
things work in general. There's excavations happening in the desert. There's so many different things.
Ultimate goal for
Listen,
us.
you guys were gone for 2 years.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
long time.
So
Someone
we've got
could have taken over.
all of this
There's the
happening in a
new little
week.
puppet
Our
master.
ultimate
Yeah.
goal here's the thing that's bothering
What's your
me.
goal?
No, to find Dylan.
Aw.
The
No, that's so sweet. It
That
could
is
have
so
been
sweet.
like,
No, but like
I
that's
forgot about Dylan.
But that's
you,
the thing.
Grog.
That's kind of why I'm saying like let's talk about next steps in the last call. I don't know why my hand's doing this. It's
okay,
fine.
it's in strategy
because-
pose.
Just because I'm thinking as Clue, like, and I know we said it last call too. Why do we care?
Because the door to the 9 hells is being opened, and we're about to.
No, why do we care about a shipment?
Oh,
Why do we care about who poisoned Minx? Because she's safe. Well, it didn't.
Well, I wanted to get a cure
you
to
would-
the mushroom to the powder
right, so
stuff.
that you're not undead.
why do we care? Because she's undead.
Well,
Madame-
I just want to go straight to the portal and find Dylan.
good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck getting through thousands and thousands of soldiers.
Also, there's like, aren't there demons watching the street or something? Isn't there
Probably.
like,
There
Yeah.
are 9 Hell's forces around
Yeah.
the city on top of the
Interesting.
orc
we were
forces.
avoiding those before when we were just going through the city the first time.
Yeah.
I think that is strictly above our level to do something like that.
Which, like, again, that could be a goal. But, like, I'm honestly, at this point, I'm like, it's either I'm curious what your dad, I'm curious about the values of Ferritin, the beekeeper, your dad, Madame Pouch.
As am I.
I truly, and that's it. And that's what I was trying to pull from the fucking guy where I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's it, where I'm like, power, money, control. I'm like, cool. Okay. But like, how do you feel about, homelessness in the city? Do you just want to like kill everyone? Like, do
Yeah.
you want to enslave everyone? Do you want to bring in a new population? Just everybody has to wear crow masks. I want to get like
You gotta wait
fuck
till
everyone but
tomorrow
orcs
night.
is your dad. Like, or maybe your dad is like very Ned Starkish and is like, no, we need a democracy. Like
Yeah.
we need equal voting. Like,
Yeah.
we set up a system.
Yeah.
Like, And I don't know what these people, apart from power, which could be it, especially if like hells are involved, where I'm like, cool, it's just like burn it all. Like, we just want to burn it all. And then at least we can go from there.
Yeah, well, I think for my dad, and I know that Chris has echoed this, so I can speak on it, where it's like he's...
Echoed this, we can speak on it.
Chris, my pee-pee is so tiny.
My pee-pee is massive.
Wow.
Fuck, you got me. I forgot what I was talking about.
Sorry, your dad. Your dad.
My dad. I know that my dad is coming from the standpoint of the protection of his people, of orcs.
Sorry.
Like this, like the fact that he's doing this and following in Faradin's rules, because it gives, it essentially will confirm the safety of his people, of orcs in general. After the Great Rebellion, this is something that he has to do now to ensure that, the orcs will be on the top of the food chain.
It feels like flawed logic, but that's for the campaign.
Do you think he believes in that due to honor or due to power?
Due to just the hatred towards orcs in general.
No. But as far as like Faradin and him like had a chitty chat about it at one point and was like, hey man, do you like, I promise you that this is the thing? Or it's like, no. Or like orcs will never be safe. And kind of it was more like threat, power, like you will lose without me.
I don't know.
Because then like, I think those are two very different ways of your dad coming into it.
I wasn't there for their tea time convo.
No, but that's...
No. Yeah, that's all good stuff. I think, I don't know, there's a huge part of like me and Grog that thinks that there is a possibility to persuade him but the problem is that there's so much stuff that we just don't know about, like the mountain, the beekeeper, all these different things that I think have huge substantial things that are enforcing or essentially like making my dad choose the things that he is choosing that I just don't have insight to. So
Oh yeah, no.
We'll see.
I'm just like, I'm so curious. I'm more so just like curious about like,
But what I think we need to do is we got to get you fixed, Minx.
That'd be
we got
cool.
to do that, and then I think we also need to see this rebellion through and
fair, yeah,
free the city and close the portal.
Go through it,
or go through it. I mean, that could be a decision we do right then and there when we're staring it down the gullet. But what you got over there?
I'm just reading the note that you
left.
Oh,
right,
Commander Ulgon.
Yes, yeah, the note.
And I did joke about it in the episode. I can't read the last word, Mike.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, okay. Pass it to me. Let me write it out.
Okay. I got 99% of the note. I just can't read the last word.
Based on that note, or I don't know, curious from like cinematic perspective, would Ulgon have actually waited for later, or would he have opened it?
I don't think he knows it's on him.
Oh! I thought you mentioned it too.
No. You rolled a good sleight of hand.
I rolled a good sleight of hand, and I think I did.
I thought you said for later.
I did, but I also like I think playing it in a way that like me sneaking it into his pocket or something also kind of works.
Okay.
Yeah. No. It checks out.
Without saying anything, Chris, or spoiling anything, I will say that the timing could be adjusted by you.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
For it to work story wise.
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah,
cool.
lot to unpack. A lot more of the mystery has been revealed.
Yes.
You guys are alive. You guys are making progress.
It doesn't feel like it, but
it's very. We're in a tricky spot. This is the most like I don't know. It's like I'm at such a like I'm so confused. Like we have this like event that's happening, but also it's like there's this whole like, do we go? Do we not go? Like, do we show ourselves? Do we hide? Like,
oh, we gotta go.
I guess we have to go.
Go where?
To the event, to your next trial.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You
right?
gotta support. You gotta support Clue.
You gotta support. You gotta be there to support Cord.
You gotta go to his game.
Yeah.
Bring oranges.
I'll show up and I'll just do as a hide. I'll just look like Clue.
Yeah.
Big, two swords.
Nice. Yeah, you'll blend right in. Everybody's
sticks.
got a couple swords.
Yeah.
In the whole area. Yeah.
I just look like a
maybe
big
I get disguised too. But crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff. A lot of happened that episode.
That was awesome. Is there anything else we want to talk about episode wise? Nope. Cool.
Nope, I'm done.
Should we move on to the next segment?
The same segment that we've done for the last several years?
Well, I mean, it's been quite some time.
That's
This is
fair.
our first recording of the new year.
That's fair.
It is now the 15th of January. So many things have happened.
Mm-hmm. How did everyone enjoy their holidays?
Wonderful.
Cool. Thank you so much for listening.
It was great. It was lovely. I don't know what.
What'd you get up to, Mike?
I love the holidays. I did Christmas, did New Year's, and then Mika and I have been playing hours and hours of a game called Valheim.
Yes, you have been mentioning this.
Yes.
Valheim.
Which she plays on my MacBook and I play on the Xbox. And it is a crafting survival game set within like Viking lore, but
Very cool.
the map is like it's like a random seed each time, like in Minecraft. But it's like the graphics are a little bit better than like RuneScape, so it's got that like vibe to it. The combat is like any Dark Souls game, so it's really, really sick. And then on top of that, there's like crafting. There's different biomes. There's different type of enemies, and you can build bases with like wood and stone. You can sail. The wind changes directions. You can get all your friends into one server and like create castles and shit like that, and then like fight huge bosses and stuff like that. Check it out. It's called Valheim. We've been having a blast playing it. It's such a polished game, and it's filled that like. We're always looking for like action, like survival, but also like crafting games. Like we played Rust, but we got absolutely owned by like 12-year-old kids on like whatever server. Like we spent hours building a base in Rust, and then in mere seconds, like we bumped into non sequitur. We bumped into these like naked, because you appear like naked in the game
Naked
essentially, right?
12-year-olds?
No. These people were like,
Explain quickly,
they were like, we don't have anything, and there's all like proximity chat, and you'd be like, oh, here's our base that you can have some, here you can have some resources. Okay, bye. And then like
Beginners.
3 hours later, we got raided with like rocket launchers. They came in, they destroyed the walls, they set up their own walls that you can't destroy, locked us out of our own base, killed us multiple times, took all of our shit that we spent hours doing. So it's not like that. Valheim's great. It's very different and it's very cool. And if you like Viking lore, it's dope.
That's pretty sick.
Nice.
It looked
Check it out.
very cute when you showed it on the TV,
Yes.
and it made me. I'm as a big stuff person. It
Yeah.
looked very fun and
It's
very
very-
like I like all of the environment stuff.
Yeah.
Had me at Viking lore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it satisfies the itch of like the fun of like a crafting thing, and also like the actual like skill portion of the combat with like the Elden Ring sort of
Nice.
like vibe when it comes to it. So check it out.
Cool.
Check it out.
Okay.
A lot of fun.
Very nice. Maggie, what have you been up to?
I've been deep into early access for Hades 2, and that's
Nice.
been my
Nice.
main
Nice.
thing. It's great. It's great. If you liked the first one,
It's the first one.
be excited.
Yeah, it's great.
Have you played it?
yeah.
Nice.
The early access.
Yeah.
Where?
I haven't played much of it.
Okay.
I'll be honest. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I haven't made it fully through.
So my partner started playing it now because they loved like the Pact of Punishment in Hades 1.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, wait for full release. And then they were like, no, you keep talking about it. Like, I'll try playing it. And I'm like, it's so fun to talk about it now because I'm just like, how far have you? It's just the same with you in Baldur's Gate where I'm like, where are you? How did it go? Where are you in things? What choices did you make?
Yeah.
And it's been really fun because like technically we've now approached the game in a very different way. And I don't know if it's just because of the structure of luck and chance and like how they've divvied up story. But it's a good time.
Sweet.
The art is fun.
Yeah.
They just give you a lot more stuff options, which is great for me. And
We love stuff.
I love
love stuff.
stuff.
Stuff better than no stuff.
Of course.
Stuff is so good. But yeah, that's about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Crafting. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, I finished Crown of Candy. I don't know if we
yes.
talked about.
No, you
me
didn't even talk
I
about
didn't
starting it.
We have talked about Crown of Candy
We've
on the
talked
Q&A.
on the
that we
Q&A,
made-
but I don't think I ever said that I was watching
Yeah,
it. So we
you-
destroyed that in
You
a month.
binged Crown of Candy.
Yeah, Mika and I. That was we were just no TV, no nothing, just
Hell
watching people
yeah.
play D&D on TV. It was great.
You missed playing with us, didn't you?
Oh, I did. Yeah. What a great fucking campaign.
We
It's great.
told ya.
Awesome. Crown of Candy,
The
10 out of 10.
best.
Go watch it. If you're watching us, go watch them.
If you like-
but
yeah.
come back to us though after.
Please.
Please, troublemakers, please.
Nice. I've been getting back into Baldur's Gate. I took a little bit of a break, but I'm back into it. I think I'm just about to wrap up Act 2. I'm very close to it. Very fun. Janae and I just finished binging season 1 of Severance. So
Oh, baby,
Right.
season 2.
season 2 is about to come
Oh,
out.
baby, this Sunday. I am so excited.
It's so good.
I gotta watch a refresher.
It's so good.
It is the best. Season 2 is like premiered at like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not like Rotten Tomatoes is the best, but it indicates that it should be good.
Yeah.
Watching the first episode
So
Sunday.
sad. I won't be able to watch it.
Oh, I can't.
I can't because Valheim. We're literally so glued to that game. That,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's like nothing else that I can do right now.
I can't. I have to set sail.
I have to set sail. I have to kill the monsters. I
have
need
to
the
kill monsters.
ore.
I cannot watch
I need the
Severance.
iron and the portals.
That's so funny.
Oh, I saw Wicked.
I saw
Nice.
Wicked too.
It was great.
It was great.
I saw
Wonderful.
Nosferatu,
Ariana Grande did a
so-
great
I
job.
watched so many
Nice.
movies.
Nice.
For the holidays. I watched Nora. I watched
Oh.
Conclave.
The Enclave.
Conclave.
The Conclave. Have you guys seen Nosferatu?
Yeah,
Not yet.
I
Good?
saw it in theaters. Beautiful.
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 Interesting.
I heard
movie,
it's boring. Like,
It's not. It's
feel
not.
like you guys-
No, it's not boring. It's not boring.
Harley and Maggie always have opposing movie views, no matter
Wait,
what.
have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God,
No,
then-
no, no.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
very
watch it.
excited.
You gotta watch it.
It is obviously it's based off of the immortal story of Dracula, but most recently Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Brian Strokers.
Bram Stoker's. It is very beautifully shot. I think it is. It's like cinematography wise, very very nice. Like a little bit more of the. I mean, if you've seen Bram Stoker's Dracula, it's the same story with just like a minor different take. So it's not like anything different, but I don't think you're going for a different.
Who's
like,
the DP? Is it the same guy that did Ripley? Because he's gonna hate it.
It's the same guy. Who
No, it was a
did-
joke. It was a joke.
Is it actually after Bram Stoker's Dracula? Is it not after Nosferatu?
Hmm?
Because like Bram Stoker's Dracula, like as in the book or the film
story,
or
the film. It's like a
Those-
remake of the same.
well, because Nosferatu was a different movie, and then they also remade that.
This is because I've seen Bram Stoker's Dracula, the movie. I
From
haven't read the book.
'92.
From with Keanu Reeves.
Bram's just fucking
Yeah,
stroking.
'92.
92. So I've seen that one. This is very much that story. So I don't know whether I
So
don't know.
this is like not like it's
also
not
Bram
after.
Stoker.
Oh, it is.
It's
Yeah.
not after. It's not a sequel of anything. It's a
He's
remake.
stoking
No,
the
but
fire.
like because the original Nosferatu, like the older black and white like version.
Well, so the
It's
original
not-
Nosferatu. So yeah, so there's that, and then Bram Stoker's Dracula is like a remake of that with like slight interpretation and very like made more sexual and stuff like that with Keanu Reeves.
Sexual.
Because that's
That
what-
was Bram Stoker.
And then this is another iteration of that same story.
okay.
The story of Dracula or a vampire like coming from Transylvania on a ship.
I thought those were two different stories. That's
Same
all.
story.
Nosferatu is based on Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I thought it was Stoker. Damn, Stoker.
Yeah. And that was the 1922 film, but then there was the 2024 remake.
There you go.
Defying gravity.
Either way, it's nice. It's good. It's not scary. It's not a
No.
horror film, but it's good. I enjoyed it. There's a lot of like practical effects that I appreciate in today's day. and age.
Million rats.
No rats. It was some rats.
I thought
There's
they
a
said
few
they had
rats.
like 2,000 rats or something.
There's a semblance of
Apparently
rats.
they had practical rats. So
They had
that's
they did have practical rats.
Yeah.
A conclave of rats.
Conclave.
There's a good number of rats. It wasn't a rat-based film.
Practical magic, more like practical rats.
Oh,
Wow. He did it. He did it, guys. Fuck. What else?
wait. I finished The Sopranos.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you were
Rats.
scared to finish
Did
that
you like
during the
God.
holiday.
Did you like the ending?
Was it sad?
Yeah, that face is accurate.
I didn't.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of talks with a lot of people about it now. And that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
The last season's just stress
Yeah.
and a downer. And then I started rewatching Once Upon a Time, which is a terrible show, but perfect to
It's a guilty pleasure show.
to get
Yeah.
like on it high up because I'm like, oh, Snow White
Mm-hmm.
and her husband, but they have like a 30-something-year-old child because timelines are weird. But her kid is the only person that's like able to know anything, and it's all in a book. And then Robin Hood's fucking the evil queen, but he doesn't remember. But his wife is still like dead in another world. It's like a whole crazy
Robin Hood is
timeline.
fucking the evil queen.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah, because they're like long. They're like true lovers, but they don't know that. And she only knows that because of Tinkerbell telling her. It's a whole mess of a show. And it's perfect trash after The Sopranos.
Nice.
And I love it so much to go back to because I never finished it.
Cool.
I'm in season 4.
Sounds like a fantasy reality show.
I have a confession to make.
You love Once Upon a Time.
No. I have been playing a game
You seem so sad.
called Marvel Rivals.
Hey, Marvel Rivals. I played a bit of that.
We love Marvel.
I hate Marvel.
Yeah,
It's a
you
good game.
specifically say that a
I
lot.
hate Marvel.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's a good game.
It's
Who do you main?
It's a good game. It's a good game. It's Overwatch, just new.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
It is
You're
quite
so
good.
disappointed in yourself.
I hate it, and I hate that Marvel is bought. Like they've got all
Sponsor
these
us, Marvel.
characters that already have the abilities that like they don't need to fucking do anything. They just take a character that's already in a comic book and they just make it shoot things, and then you play it, and it
makes
looks
you feel
great, and
better.
it feels good.
Most Marvel games suck.
This one, I mean,
So-
this is
This one's
straightforward.
great.
This
And
one,
it's
yeah.
like Overwatch, so it's
just take that they just reskinned a good game.
did a
they
good
really have a
job.
good thing. So
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that.
What do you like to play as?
Hella.
Hella.
Hello.
Or Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
You would.
The tank.
He's a tank.
Yeah.
Tank or DPS. I've been enjoying it. I've been embarrassed to be playing it, but I am ranking up, guys.
Wow. Yeah. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
Get those virtual points.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Besides that, Kay's playing Animal Crossing. She avoided it for several years and now finally really good.
Grub?
No, it's the Animal Crossing people.
I know.
What else?
We should do a campaign just
I finished
in
Winning
that.
Truth. I finished that fucking forever
Wind
ago.
and Truth. Oh, the Brandon Sanderson thing?
Yeah, I finished
wow,
that.
you ate that.
I ate that book.
Holy
Really?
I'm reading Babel right now, which is another one, which
Crazy.
is fine.
How was Wind of Truth?
Winning Truth is it's really
I have a confession.
no,
have a
it's
confession.
really really good. I think it did a very good job of both resolving, clear like 6,000 pages of story up until now,
Right.
as well as setting up the entire second series, which takes place like
So
after
this was the finale of Stormlight Archive?
Stormlight Archive. He said right from book 1 that it's going to be two series of 5 books with a 50-year time skip in between.
Yes.
Or like roughly 50 years. So this is the book 5. So it resolved the first 5 book storyline, set up very perfectly, in my opinion, the second 5 books.
And that's
Which
a
will take place
7 year.
50 years.
Yeah, 50 years later.
Isn't it like
Or
7 year wait for the next?
a decade.
10, he said
Book
10
6
years,
comes
right?
out in a decade. So I'll be 40.
So we have time, Mike.
Yeah.
You might
you
finish
got
just
time.
in time.
I might finish just in time.
Here's the thing. I
am on chapter
really-
5, I think.
Okay, you're in for a journey. It's awesome. It's really, really good. I thought. Here's my
You
only.
sound so stoked about it, and it
No,
makes me want to keep
no, you know
reading.
what? There's it. I really loved it, and the only thing, I have a personality where generally I can really like something, but it can be kind of ruined by one small thing that I don't like in it.
Yeah.
And I found that he's churning out so much material so quickly. And I'm not the only person who has this kind of complaint. It feels like his prose has taken a hit in publishing for volume, where like, I don't know, it's like a medieval like fantasy world, and his prose has always been like more on the what's the word, like current time, like they're using like phrases that are typically very like modern, which I don't generally have a problem with.
Are there characters saying bet?
No, like
No cap.
There's just,
Come at me.
There was one moment.
Skibbity toilets.
There's one moment in the book where it felt like a young adult novel, where one character says to another character, like, let's go kick some blank ass, with like in exclamation point and a like at the end. And I just read it and I like wanted to vomit a little.
And then on the next page,
You got the ick.
I got the
ick.
ick from one sentence in the
That's
entire
all it
book.
takes.
And unfortunately, that kind of like, I love the whole series and I want to go back and reread from the beginning because there's so much that I missed. But like that one sentence is the only thing that stuck with me from the second half of that book. and he did such a good job in like everything else. But the fucking ick from that one goddamn sentence.
And then the next page, the character drove the ball 300 yards after never playing a game of golf before.
Oh my god!
You should write to him and have him just remove that from the book.
He's
Hi,
already.
Brandon.
I'm not the only person who's complained about this.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, I think there is a difference between people that do world building and script writing, though, as like different, like it's different things. And like, do you think that he did used to be a good script writer in that way? Like, whereas dialogue was better?
I think he's always been one of the best world builders.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's consistently seen as like one of the best fantasy writers of all time already, but it's mainly because his worlds are so constructive.
What if he has
I don't
a team?
think if you read like Joe Abercrombie, like his prose is truly like very good writing, and it happens to take place in a fantasy world. Brandon Sanderson is definitely world building first, and so
Does he have a team of writers for him?
no, just him,
Are you sure?
100%.
Oh.
He just never stops.
He just never stops.
Wow.
But and like sometimes it works. His like, and sometimes even if it is like a little bit of a juvenile like type prose, it really works. You read Tress of the Emerald Sea, which is one of his projects that he wrote like a couple years ago, a year ago. It's almost like it's just it works. And then sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, I really take issue with it because they're my favorite things in the world. And I'm like, fucking stop it.
Hartley, I want you to bring your best quote from one, and then the icky. I want you to bring the icky one and read them, because I think it is a very interesting thing, and I think that you have a very specific opinion.
I feel like I know your favorite quote, which is going to be chapter.
Ooh, do you have them?
The prologue of the first book?
No, I just have that. I could probably.
I feel like you just have them in the back of your head, and that's why I ask.
I could probably find it if in 8 minutes. I could probably find it. He takes it's not always like the most beautiful prose, but I think he takes very like through the character's eyes. He takes choices in like questioning characters' morality and like posing, things that you've heard before, like the fucking the trolley problem, like that type of stuff. It's done and done and done again. He'll put a twist on it, and he'll put it through a character's point of view that's been twisted through his own experience. And I think like the way that he interprets that scenario through that character's eyes is really, really, really well done. And so I think his character building's really good. His world building's really good. Sometimes he lets himself down with the writing.
Yeah.
And it's like, and here's where I think it happens. I think it happens because he's a Mormon and he doesn't know how to write a lot of romance. And anytime there's an interaction between a man and a woman, he doesn't fully.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, he's my favorite author ever. He doesn't fully know how to do it.
Yeah.
But you have to remember,
ranting.
Hartley, the golden rule is Sanderson better than no Sanderson.
Sanderson better than no Sanderson.
That's true.
You're
right about that, though. I've heard that echoed throughout.
Well,
Yes,
it's funny because
it's
Janae has finished Mistborn,
book 1.
and she's been reading a lot of fantasy. I'll call it romance books.
Romance.
And she, like jumping from those to Mistborn, she's like,
It's the
yeah,
exact-
it's great, but like, there's no sex.
There's definitely no sex.
There's
Give
no.
me more.
Yeah. Where's the steam?
There's definitely zero
Yeah.
steam.
Yeah.
He has never written steam into any of his books, and
But,
I don't
but
mind
very
that.
very good books.
They're incredible books, and I think he's an incredible author, and no ding to him via. I just think that sometimes maybe that's honestly I think is his weakest point as an author. His prose, and specifically his writing of relationships between a man and a woman, or men generally. Like he
Not enough sexy time in there.
No, I'm not looking for sex. I'm looking for
But love.
characters,
Like,
characters that
different.
actually feel like they're not written by like their love isn't written by a child. Sorry, I'm talking not into the mic.
That's why you bring your headphones, Hartley.
Yes, I'm sorry. Call him out. I'm sorry. Yeah, because like even in this last book, he writes like kind of a budding relationship between two of the characters that are like they're both men or Malin. One is like kind of a different race, and it's not bad. It just feels like he didn't properly set it up, and it doesn't have any payoff.
Yeah,
and
it
like
just kind of seems very one-dimensional.
One-dimensional. That's
Yeah.
exactly it. I've done a lot of
and that's
talking
tough
about
when
this.
there's so many things that are like three-dimensional.
Oh my
in
God,
the world
like-
that he builds, and then it just that falls flat.
Like he can you understand as a reader, and
Yeah,
it
of
takes a lot
course.
to do this. You understand as a reader the fucking complexities of the economics
Yeah.
behind this world without even him having to fully explain
Yeah.
it. But when it comes to a fucking
Conversation?
a conversation between a girl who kind of likes a guy but has conflicting feelings, you're like, come on, man, like give me
feels like high
something.
school.
Yeah, so that's my complaint, and now you can't say that I'm just truly like a he can do no wrong type fan.
Yeah.
He can definitely do
Well,
wrong.
I'm sorry you got the ick from your best boy.
That's okay. That's totally fine. I'm gonna reread the book soon, and I'll
And you know what? Well, I mean, you can reread it now at your own pace because the Steelers are no longer
you can fuck
winning
right
the Super
off.
Bowl, which means that you will
Cut
not
it-
be
cut
reading.
it close.
That
Cut
you
it
will,
down.
you will
Sports.
not be reading for charity on a
Sports.
live stream.
Yeah, I will
but
not
the
be.
Eagles,
Mm,
the Eagles might win.
they might win.
Chris, what will you do on a live stream for charity? Sit silently
Read
and plan
smut.
the next.
Read whatever. What book was she reading?
All of them.
Pick
she
one.
reading, Crown
A Court
All
of Thorn and
Roses
Roses.
and Thorn and
Yeah.
Roses. Caroline just finished that series.
Read one chapter, and she could pick one.
In what NPC voice?
All of them.
Madame
All of them.
Pouch. That would be sick.
Yeah.
People could vote.
Bram Stoker.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I didn't know he was a Mormon, and now I just found an entire blog post about him talking about why do you think Mormonism is correct.
I know. He's a very I've done some reading into him.
I just didn't know, and so
No,
I
I
was
know.
shocked.
And it's
Mormon.
crazy. He's a very seems like sorry, thank you. He's a very like modern Mormon. Like he's not a very judgmental, like clearly if he's writing about homosexual relationships, that's like clearly.
He says skibbity toilet.
Like those were my thoughts on the book. I
Yes.
loved it. I'm reading Babel right now.
What a
It's
weird
okay.
last call when Hartley has more positive things to say about Marvel than Brendan Sanderson.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
end it.
Yeah, can we
End
just
it.
we could
And the
title
Steelers
this.
will win the Super Bowl.
Bet. Anyways, everyone, thank you so much for listening to this extra long last call, which followed an extra long episode of Trouble at the Tavern.
Sure did.
Once
Good for
again,
Hartley to edit.
Yeah.
Hartley loves Marvel, hates Brandon Sanderson.
and
Loves
loves editing.
And
Loves
loves fuck,
Football.
I forgot the name of that anime with the golf.
Rising Impact.
Oh,
right?
Rising
Rising
Impact.
It's on my watch list on Netflix. I'm gonna watch it.
Please
Yes.
don't. Please don't.
Play
But-
Valheim.
Anyways,
Play
thank you.
Valheim with us, please.
But anyways, thank you so much for listening to this last call of Trouble at the Tavern, joined once again by Chris, Mike, Hartley, and Maggie. We'll see you next time. Take it away with the slow jazz. Go Birds.
Pickle.